We have a Pro Sport Fisher nano tube in there with a red hook guard. This happens to be a large, but I'd like to have a medium to use a small fly. This is one of those thingamabob, the Pro Sport Fisher weights. Where's my red thread? Come on, here it is. So the first thing we're going to tie a really cool trout streamer fly here. But you know what? I'm thinking, I can't imagine why this wouldn't also work for summer steelhead. But then I always have been an optimist, haven't I? So we're gonna come up with this pattern. So this is a fly that is fished a lot in Europe for sea trout and Atlantic salmon. And I got to looking at these flies and thinking, you know what? They just look fishy to me. And a lot of my experience recently has been such that I am absolutely convinced this is going to be a great fly, great streamer fly. For what? For trout. I think it's going to work for summer steelhead. I think it's going to work for Chinook too, but I'd probably fish a different hook for the Chinook. In fact, I definitely would. But we won't go into that right now. So we've got some Lagerton carded flat braid there. Now I want to put, these flies are kind of funky looking. And I'm not sure how the Wikipedia would define funky. But they're a lot unlike a lot of the patterns we're accustomed. Now what I'm looking for, my hook's going to be back here. I want this to be bucktail. I'm thinking I'll spread that around the shank a little bit. Now a friend asked me, well, so Jay, do you put something there to prop the bucktail up and make it stand out? No, I don't. I could, but I'm not specifically trying to really get this stuff to stand out. I actually want a fairly slim profile, something that's fairly sparse, and I'm working through my bucktail here, adding this on. Okay, I like that really. I want a little bit more here. Let's see if I can twist this around with my thumbnail. I got one thumbnail at least. A little bit sparser. Let's add a few more little fibers there. Come on. Let's behave. There we go. Okay. So some people are going to look at this and say, it's underdressed. Some people are going to look at it and go, overdressed. You know what? It's probably both. How do you like that? We're probably underdressed and overdressed. Gotta spread that out. So these flies are tied in the round. Now I'm going to want a little bit of, I'm going to throw a little bit of black in here as well. Not as much black as I have white. I get quiet when I'm holding bucktail in my lips. talk. Okay, now I want a little bit of crystal flash. And you could, this is a place where you could certainly, oh heck, you can always diverge from these patterns. These aren't magical, gotta be exactly like it patterns. But we're going for a basic size. And we're going for a kind of a look. I'm using a pearl crystal flash here. A few strands on each side. So the tricky part about this is how to finish the head. If I want to use a cone, I'm going to have to, it's not going to look right with that wad of material there. Yeah, okay. What am I going to do? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Put a little super glue on there, because without it, and pardon me, this is Loctite brush on. Without that, it would almost certainly come undone. Now I could finish this right here, just make a thread wrap, but instead I'm gonna add, here's my EP craft fur brush. I'm gonna maybe put 2 turns on here, and then that'll give me a nice, it'll add my white, which I want in there. Here we go. Craft fur, 3-inch brush. It's really nice stuff. It looks much more obvious when it's dry than when it's wet. It becomes nearly transparent. And gosh, Jay, if it's transparent, can the fish even see it? Well, I hadn't thought about that. Well, of course the fish can see it. But the point is, it's very subtle and it is very flowy. So I'm bending that wire. Ooh, I think this is going to be just about the right amount. Just a little bit of thread wrap there. I don't want to, now when this is wet, the white will not overpower the red and black. Right now it looks like it is overpowering it, but it isn't really. And the only way we're going to find out if this is true or not is to tie this fly and fish it. So I'm going to thin out this white just a little bit. I don't want to lose my crystal flash. I don't want to lose my red or any of my black. But I just want to thin this out a little bit. Yeah, that's just right. Oh boy. So this has, remember that weight we put on under the carded flat braid? That's going to help this sink. Here is an extra small cone. Oh, look at how nicely that goes on. So I'm going to take this off camera and imagine me laying it down and using a razor blade to cut that. Now maybe we can see this, maybe we can't. Flare the tube. I want to make sure that tube, it looks like it's open. Okay, let's put this back on the mandrel. Here we go. Let me rotate that. Tie it in the round. Nice, sparse streamer fly, especially for trout. I'll bet you'll catch all kinds of fish on this. Thank you.